Rickmansworth, Mansworth. Rickmansworth is a town in southwest Hertfordshire, England, about 17 miles 27 km northwest of central London and inside the perimeter of the M25 motorway. The town is mainly to the north of the Grand Union Canal, formerly the Grand Junction Canal, and the River Colne. The nearest large town is Watford, about 5 miles 8 km to the east. Rickmansworth is the administrative seat of the Three Rivers District Council. The confluence of the River Chess and the River Gade with the Colne in Rickmansworth inspired the district's name. The enlarged Colne flows south to form a major tributary of the River Thames. The town is served by the Metropolitan line of the London Underground and Chiltern railways from London Marylebone to Aylesbury. Toponymy. The name Rickmansworth comes from the Saxon name Rickmer, the local landowner, and worth meaning a farm or stockade. In the Domesday Book of 1086 it was recorded as the manor of Rickmansworth. Other spellings include Rickmansworth 1946, Rickmansworth 1180, Rickmansworth 1248, Rickmansworth 1259, Rickmansworth 1287, Rickmansworth 1382, Rickmansworth 1396, and Rickmansworth 1418. History. There was a settlement in this part of the Colne Valley in the Stone Age. Rickmansworth was one of 5 manors with which the great abbey of St. Albans had been endowed when founded in 793 by King Offa. Local tithes supported the abbey, which provided clergy to serve the people until the dissolution of the monasteries in 1539. Around the time of the Domesday Book, the population of Rickmansworth may have been about 200. Cardinal Wolsey, in his capacity as abbot of St. Albans, held the manor of Lamore in the valley. The manor house was replaced by the hilltop mansion Moor Park, which eventually became the residence of Admiral Lord Anson, who commissioned Capability Brown to remake the formal gardens, and in 1828 of the Barons Ebury. It is now the Golf Club House. The wider area, including Croxley Green, Moor Park, Batchworth, Mill End, West Hyde, and Chorleywood, formed the original parish of Rickmansworth. In 1851, the population had grown to 4,800, and the parish was divided. St. Mary's Church serves the parish concentrated in the town and extending to Batchworth and parts of Moor Park. The town had a population of 14,571 recorded at the 2001 census. The Three Rivers, the Colne, Chess, and Gade, provided water for the watercress trade and power for corn milling, silk weaving, paper making, and brewing, all long gone. Other industries have included leather tanning, soft drinks, laundry, straw plaiting, and stocking production. Now, the rivers, canal, and flooded gravel pits provide for recreation. West Mill, a water mill, existed at the time of the Domesday Survey. It was leased to the abbot and convent of St. Albans by Ralph Buckbird for a term of years ending in 1539. In 1533, they leased it from the end of this term for 26 years to Richard Wilson of Watford. He was to keep in repair the mill and also 2 millstones, 10 inches 25 centimeters thick and 4 ft 8 in 142 cm in breadth. The mill was leased in 1544 to William Hutchinson, yeoman of the Spicery, and Janet his wife for their lives. It afterwards came to John Wilson, and was granted in 1576-77 to Richard Master. There was also a water mill called Batchworth Mill, and a fishery called Blackett's Mill in Rickmansworth. Batchworth Mill was later used as a cotton mill, but was bought in 1820 by John Dickinson and Company and converted into paper mills, now the site of Affinity Water. Scottsbridge Mill was also productive but is now a restaurant, with the unusual feature of a salmon run. During the 16th and 17th centuries many of the principal inhabitants were described as clothiers, from which it may be inferred that the manufacture of cloth. There were also silk and flock mills here, described in 1808 as recently built. A long-running dispute over water levels in the Batchford area, following construction of the Grand Junction Canal, was resolved in 1825 when an 8-foot-3-inch 2.51 m obelisk was erected in a pond to act as a water gauge. It records the agreement made between the Canal Company, John Dickinson the miller at Batchworth Mill, and R. Williams of Moor Park the landowner. In July 1860 Lord Ebury obtained powers to construct a 4+1/2-mile 7.2 km single-track railway line, the Watford and Rickmansworth Railway WR between Rickmansworth and Watford, which opened in October 1862. Rickmansworth Church Street Station was opposite the church to the south of the town with interchange sidings with the nearby Grand Union Canal. The line had stations at Watford Junction and Watford High Street and a depot in Watford. A further parliamentary authorization was obtained a year later to construct an extension from Rickmansworth to connect with the Great Western Railway's Uxbridge branch, but this was never realized. Despite hopes that the railway would bring economic development and serve the factories and warehouses that had developed along the Grand Union Canal, it was Watford that grew at a faster pace and drew business from Rickmansworth. The railway was dogged with financial problems, and a further Act of Parliament in 1863 authorized the issue of further shares to the value of £30,000, £20,000 worth had already. The service consisted of 5 trains each way. The line was worked from the outset by the London and North Western Railway (LNWR), which paid the WR 50% of the gross earnings. The railway was never financially successful, and the official receiver was called in 4 years after opening. The company attempted to remedy its financial problems by opening several freight branches, the most notable being to the Croxley printers and to the Grand Union Canal at Croxley Green. The company was absorbed by the burgeoning LNWR whose station it shared at Watford Junction in 1881. Rickmansworth grew dramatically during the Victorian era and in the 1920s and 1930s as part of Metroland, due to the extension of Metropolitan Railway, and became a commuter town. Train. Diesel express trains from Marylebone Station, London via Harrow on the Hill, to Aylesbury on the London to Aylesbury line, and fast, electric Metropolitan trains from the City of London via Baker Street to Amersham stop at Rickmansworth Station. Motorway. Junctions 17 and 18 of the M25 motorway are within Rickmansworth's boundaries, giving access to Heathrow Airport and the national motorway network. Bus. 320 Rickmansworth to Hemel Hempstead, 324 Rickmansworth to Garston, 336 between Watford and High Wycombe via Beaconsfield, stops at Rickmansworth Station, 724 between Heathrow Airport and Harlow via St Albans and Ware, stops at Rickmansworth Station. Politics and economy. Rickmansworth is a part of the UK Parliament constituency of South West Hertfordshire. Gagan Mohindra has been the Member of Parliament since the December 2019 United Kingdom general election. The agricultural cooperative Quality Milk Producers has its headquarters in Scotsbridge House, as do the English Guernsey Cattle Society, the Jersey Cattle Society, the UK Holstein Society, the British Frisian Breeders' Club, the Milk Development Council, and the Centre for Dairy Information. Police station. In 1897, a police station opened in the High Street adjoining the fire station. The site of the later police station on Rectory Road was purchased by Lidl in 2013, and the building was demolished. The Residents' Association Ardra have opposed the proposal for a store. Rickmansworth Police Station is now located within Three Rivers House. Geography. Education. Junior schools. Arnott Hills JMI School, Rickmansworth Park JMI School, Shepherd's Primary School, St. John's Catholic Primary School, St. Mary's C of E Primary School, St. Peter's C of E Voluntary Aided Primary School. Secondary schools. Rickmansworth School, St. Clement Danes School, St. Joan of Arc Catholic School, the Reach Free School. Independent schools. The Royal Masonic School for Girls, Northwood Prep School, York House Prep School. Culture and sport. Watersmeet is a 515-seat theatre complex owned by the Three Rivers District Council in the town centre. Its auditorium can be transformed from a raked theatre to a flat floor for performances in the round, dancing, cabaret, weddings, indoor markets, and craft fairs. The Rickmansworth Players affiliated to NODA is a well-established amateur dramatics society that performs musicals and plays on a regular basis. Rickmansworth Historical Society meets monthly from September to June in the Cloisters Hall. Rickmansworth is sometimes shortened to Ricky, as used in the annual Ricky Week celebrations which occur in May. The town's canal history is remembered at the end of the week with the Rickmansworth Festival organized by Rickmansworth Waterways Trust. The annual Ricky Road Run takes place with more than 500 runners. The annual Victorian Evening, held in the town centre at the end of November, was changed to Starlight Evening in 2011. Inspired by the reference to Rickmansworth on the first page of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and then, one Thursday, nearly 2,000 years after one man had been nailed to a tree for saying how great it would be to be nice to people for a change, a girl sitting on her own in a small cafe in Rickmansworth suddenly realized. Aquadrome. The Aquadrome covers 41 hectares, 100 acres, and includes the Aquadrome Local Nature Reserve, Batchworth and Berry Lakes, open grassland areas of woodland, car parking, a cafe and a children's play area. Its boundaries are the River Colne to the north, the Grand Union Canal to the east and south, and Stockers Lake Nature Reserve to the west. In July 2009, it received a Green Flag Award for parks and open spaces which meet high standards. The lakes are old gravel quarries filled with water and stocked with fish, but only Batchworth Lake is available for fishing. Some gravel from the site was used to build Wembley Stadium in 1923. Batchworth Lake is popular for water skiing events and hosts the Rickmansworth Water Ski Club. Berry Lake is home to Berry Lake Young Mariners Blim, a sailing club and RYA-recognized teaching establishment. Sports clubs. Rickmansworth Cricket Club was founded in 1787 and is one of the oldest recorded clubs in England. Its clubhouse was built in 1921 by Sir William Francis Reckitt, a member of the Reckitt and Coleman Mustard dynasty. Rickmansworth Sports Club runs 5 teams in the Saracens Hertfordshire Cricket League. Over the years, other sports clubs have moved into the grounds, including Chess Valley Rugby Football Club and Rickmansworth and Chess Valley Hockey Clubs. Rickmansworth Golf Course is adjacent to Moor Park Golf Course. Rickmansworth Lawn Tennis Club also hosts Rickmansworth Table Tennis Club matches. Rickmansworth Water Ski Club is located on Batchworth Lake. Rickmansworth hosts a sub-aqua club. The William Penn Leisure Centre has an indoor swimming pool and sports facilities. Filming. The Adventures of Black Beauty 1972, Grange Hill 1978, Raiders of the Lost Ark 1981, With Nail and I 1986, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade 1989, XX The Name of the Game 1992, Ashes to Ashes British TV series 2009, Harry and Paul 2010, The First Men in the Moon 2010, Foyle's or Lesson in Murder, or Lesson in Murder and Murder. Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason film Pig Report scene, filmed at Stocker's Farm. Dick Turpin starring Richard O'Sullivan, filmed at Stocker's Farm. Genevieve broke down at the top of Batchworth Hill by the gates to Moor Park. Metro Land Television documentary 1973. Doctor Who The Three Doctors 10th Anniversary Story 1972. Harry and Field's television program 80s. New Tricks 2014. Children of Men 2006. Silent Witness 2013. Dr. Foster 2015 and 2017 filming took place in Green Lane, Croxley Green. The Professionals TV series 1977-1983 Harefield Road and Springwell Lock. 28 weeks later 2007 Stalker's Farm. Endeavour TV series 2019 Stalker's Farm. Jamie Teese Power Over Men music video 2016 Uxbridge Road and Berry Lane, Rickmansworth. Notable people: Cardinal Wolsey Manor of the Moor 1522-1530, 1530, Robert Carey, 1st Earl of Monmouth Moor Park, 1631-1639, buried at Rickmansworth Parish Church. Francis Russell, 2nd Earl of Bedford Moor Park, 1576. Edward Russell, 3rd Earl of Bedford Moor Park, 1585-1627. William Herbert, 3rd Earl of Pembroke Moor Park, 1627. Franklin Baronets bought Moor Park and Manor of Rickmansworth, 1655. Henry Carey, 2nd Earl of Monmouth, buried at Rickmansworth Parish Church. James Butler, 1st Duke of Ormond Moor Park, 1664. Thomas Butler, 6th Earl of Ossory, made Lord Butler of Moor Park in 1666. James Scott, 1st Duke of Monmouth, illegitimate son of Charles Roman II, Moor Park, 1670, executed 1685. George Anson, 1st Baron Anson, Admiral Lord Anson, Moor Park, c. 1752. Sir Lawrence Dundas, 1st Baronet Moor Park, 1763. William Penn, founder of Pennsylvania. Thomas Dundas, 1st Baron Dundas Moor Park, sold 1785. Robert Grosvenor, 1st Marquess of Westminster Moor Park, 1828-1845. Robert Grosvenor, 1st Baron Ebury Moor Park, 1846, and the Bury 1879 to 1893. Robert Grosvenor, 2nd Baron Ebury Moor Park, 1893-1918 ** Harvey Fellows cricketer, V. Fellows cricketer, V. Fellows cricketer, who's cricketer, who's cricketer, cricketer, who's cricketer, who's cricketer, who's cricketer, V. Fellows cricketer, 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 who's cricketer, who's cricketer. Guy Calthrop aka Sir Calthrop, Guy Spencer Calthrop, 1st Baronet 26 March 1870 23 February 1919. David Urquhart MP, Russophile, and advocate for Turkish baths. George Eliot, pen name of Marianne Evans, The Elms 1875. Val Dunican resided in the Drive, Rickmansworth. Sam Little, golfer. George Orwell, pen name of Eric Blair, author, who spent some summers in Rickmansworth. Thomas Andrews, designer of the Titanic, lived at Money Hill House until his death in 1912. Barbara Woodhouse, dog trainer, author, horse trainer, and television personality.